Good morning and welcome to Sunday Soul Talks with Lori Tivitot. Wow, last week I had no idea what I was going to talk about, and today there's so much. Excuse me, so much. I don't even know where to begin. There's so much. Well, I guess I'll begin with last week. I was talking to you guys about how you can ask for clarity. You can ask to find out what's going on. What's the bigger picture here? What do I need? What is this trying to show me? And ask, show me. And I said, I've been saying now for a few weeks, and I literally said on last Sunday's talk, show me, I want to see the patterns between Peter and I want to see through the patterns, because we've been together now almost 50 years. We were 14 and 15. I was almost 15, a month away from being 15 when we got together. Teenagers, we're talking, that's a long time when we're 62 now. So I asked to show me, and it did. It literally showed me. I'm in awe of it, really. It's been pretty much a month of a lot of clarity showing up. Plus those red-winged blackbirds out there. Phoebe says she was going to be on this morning, but I don't see her. I wonder if this is going up on my... Normally it goes up on my story, but I'm not sure if it is today. Actually, I can find out. Right? Yeah, it's not showing. Hey, Phoebes! Yeah, I just was saying, is this showing live on the, I don't think, good morning. Is it showing live? Because it's supposed to go to my story as I'm live. Anyway. What I was actually, Phoebe, you might not need to listen to this. What I was saying last week was literally last Sunday, I said that I want to see through the patterns that Peter and I have. I'm ready to see through the patterns because I can do it with others. Why can't I do it? Because it was reactive, and it's not. That's what I labeled last week's video when I put it to YouTube, was it's not what happens in life, or seemingly. It's doing both. Okay, thank you. Thanks for telling me. I don't see it on my computer or whatever. So I said, I want to see. It's not, that's what I titled it on YouTube. It's not what seemingly happens in life that causes pain and suffering. It's how you react to what's seemingly happening. So, and I was talking last week, exactly a week ago right now, I was talking about how we went out to the Twisted Fork to watch a band, and with my sister and brother-in-law. And at that time, I had seen, Peter and I had realized that we had 2 charges on our credit card. And he wanted to go down and go all the way there, which is 45 minutes or more to get to this place, to rectify, show him, because they ain't going to, over the phone, it's not going to be whatever. So, instead, I assumed it was Kevin's bill, because it was a lot bigger than ours because they had a lot of alcohol or whatever, and we didn't. So after I got done with my call, my show, I got in the chair, and he wanted to go to Port Charlotte. And I said, yeah, I just picked up the phone and called Kevin. Oh, boy. It was not the right thing in Peter's mind. He reacted unbelievably angry. So our patterns were that when he reacted angrily, I would react angrily or try to explain. I would try to, or I would get angry. It would trigger my anger. And there would be this confrontation happening. Well, I didn't react. Actually, at the beginning, I just looked at him, and I mean, he was flipping out at me, anger, just venom coming out, and he was getting ready to go, and I actually called him an asshole. I said, "You're being an asshole," which I've never done before. I've never said that in all these years. So I said, "Just go." So he went, and he came back after he gassed the car up. And he was introspective. He realized that he saw that he needed to be right, and he was still hammering. But I wasn't reacting. At that point, he sat in the chair, and I sat in the chair. And he was just, I mean, you don't love me anymore. You have more fun with everybody else than you do with me, and all of this stuff. But there was no reaction here. All that I felt was just like I felt for that lady at Luke Bryan. Compassion, because he's carrying around. I got to see what he's believing inside. It was very good insight for me. All of this stuff about me and how he's holding on to all of that, about how I've wronged him and I'm not making him happy, basically, which is impossible. You cannot ever make someone else happy. It's not possible. You can, surprise them and bring joy to their life or whatever, but it's not making them truly happy. That's an inside job. You got to go inside and find the happiness that's there without all these beliefs about how somebody else has wronged you. So when he came back, we were talking, and all of that was coming out, and I was a clear vessel for it. It was just going through, so there was no resistance. So as he said, I don't even believe you love me anymore, or something like that. And there was still no resistance, no fight back. He had to hear himself. When somebody is going on a rant like that, the rant is coming from your thoughts, the mind, what it believes. So it's being projected at someone. If there's no resistance to it, it's got to hear it. It's got to hear what it's saying. And he ended up hearing, "You don't even love me anymore," or something like that. And then he goes, "But there was nothing coming back." And he goes, "But I know you do." It was so awesome. It was so awesome. And yesterday, he wouldn't talk about it all week. I kept trying to bring it up. But yesterday, at the beach, in the water, we were in the water for hours. We couldn't get out of the water. I mean, it was nice getting out of the water, but it was really nice being in it. It's just so beautiful right now. So I got to talk a little bit about how powerful that was for both of us if we acknowledge it, if we notice it. It's all about noticing. And we can gloss over it and go back to the patterns. I'm not gonna. And if I do, I asked last Sunday to show me, and as soon as I got off the call, it showed me beautifully. Oh my God. So, so the very next day, I shot a message out to Hope Johnson, who does Wisdom Dialogues on Mondays. And I told her because she's taught me a lot. And I told her what's happening. And so she goes, can you come on and do a testimonial on Wisdom Dialogues tomorrow? I said, sure. Or tonight. It was tonight. It was Monday when she responded. So when we got on, she started introducing me and how basically she started Wisdom Dialogues because she was posting things that I didn't understand. Because I came from non-duality. I came from Lisa Carnes and learning about non-duality, that there's not two. Good, bad, right, wrong, evil, good and evil. That's all made up with this mind. Nothing is good, nothing is evil. It's just what is. Right in the middle. No duality. Anyway, which is what Course in Miracles is talking. She wasn't even into A Course in Miracles when we first started talking years ago, because I met her the year before I went to Byron Katie. So it was 2012. And we've been talking ever since. And she was talking about she's talking on this show, which Peter's sitting next to me. I've got the computer on my lap, and we're on Zoom. And I'm saying, she's saying about how we're so similar and how our significant others, we've been with them for a long time, and we had the patterns, and how you were not in charge of whether we leave. If life puts us in front of whoever we're meant to be in front of for our healing or our awakening, you're not in the wrong place ever. You are exactly where you need to be, and in front of the person you're meant to be in front of. For you and them. Could be you have no idea how you affect somebody else, but it can be a beautiful thing, huh, Phoebes? It can be a beautiful thing. The way yesterday, being on that beach in the water, this woman was out there with us, and we were on our floats, and she was just hanging out in the water. And she goes, I'm sorry, I'm invading your space. I'm like, there's no boundaries here. We don't own this Gulf. So that opened up a conversation. And she came from Ohio. We just had the best conversation about life, and it flowed just like those waves were flowing. The connections you make with people, you have no idea the ripple effect that you have on someone's life, right, Phoebe? You're affecting those people in that hospital. But there's also the other side of where you get caught in the thoughts of I'm a victim of life. And Jonathan talked this week about praying for someone. We want to pray for someone because we are glad we're not in that position. We don't ever want to be, and we feel like they are in the wrong position. But life knows what it's doing. Always and in all ways. If you can keep that in the back of your mind, if I can keep that in the back of my mind, knowing that everything is exactly the way it's meant to be, for the highest good of everyone. You might not know it in the moment, but it always is. Whatever beats this heart and makes those palms move doesn't make a mistake. Just because we're here, seemingly, this body, we are this meat cart, this mobility apparatus has beat a million odds just to be. We are so privileged to be breathing, to be using this body however we get to use it. Good morning, Monica. Monica's here, Phoebes. Phoebe's with us, Monica. And, oh, Monica, did I send you the video of Phoebe walking? I think I did. Did I? Let me know. If I didn't, I'll send it to you when we're done. Yeah, she walking this week. She was getting up there and stepping. And then that thought came in. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. I don't know how much you've heard, Cynthia, if you were here. But last week I was talking about, I don't think you were here. I was talking about needing, good morning, Alicia. Oh my God, I'm going to have to say it all over again. Last week I asked whatever. Oh, you sent it to her. Perfect. Thank you, Phoebe. Yeah, awesome. I sent it to Cindy too. But last week, or for weeks, I've been asking to see through the patterns that Peter and I have. You guys all know that I've been saying that live on here, saying I really want to see through these. And that's what happened last Sunday. I was able to see through patterns where Peter was projecting his anger of me calling my brother-in-law to find out what the charge was, if it was his. It wasn't his. As a matter of fact, it wasn't his charge. But Peter got to go. Oh, last week, Cynthia. I said Cynthia, and he turned, and I said Peter said hi. I was listening to that the other night, and I busted a gut because I called him Cynthia and said, Peter, Cynthia says good morning. Cynthia, he says good morning. I said it backwards last week. I literally busted a gut when I wonder if anybody else noticed that. That was too funny. Anyway, so he, stop. Oh my God, I can't look at him. So, his anger, he came back. I was on the phone. He was very, very angry that I was on the phone with my brother-in-law. I mean, he was fuming in the other chair. And then as soon as I hung up the phone, he went into blame and projecting nastiness on me. But it turned out there was clarity here, came to visit, thank God. And he got to see, Alicia says good morning, cuz. Peter, Alicia says good morning. Good morning from everybody. He says, he's waving. Excuse me. So, life brought it, and I was able to stay clear here as he was projecting that anger. I was able to be a clear vessel. There was no wall here where it could, because that's what the mind's looking for, a fight. But there was no fight. There was no defending, no explaining. It just went through. It was absolute perfection. And he got to see and I got to see what he's believing inside against me, which I can't, it's up to him. He can't, if he's carrying around that stuff, that's only hurting him. Whenever we blame somebody else for how we're feeling, or a circumstance for how we're feeling, it only is an attack on ourselves. And he got to see when he said, "You don't even love me anymore." And then he stopped because there was nothing coming back. And he goes, "But I know you do." It was so sweet. Or why would I be here? I can't even imagine life with somebody else. I don't even want to think about that. I mean, he makes me laugh. Well, that's another thing that happened at the night last week. My brother-in-law I was dying. He was cracking me up so bad. And I kept whacking him, saying, "Stop," because I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard. And so Peter was hearing, that I was having so much fun. Because in a setting like that, Peter can't hear anything. So he just is quiet. He was listening to music and enjoying the music, but I was having fun without him. So the mind took a hold, took it personally. It's just that mind. I told him, I said, "Can't you just love it when it feels like it's been slighted or hurt? Can you just love it? It's just the 3-year-old little me's throwing a temper tantrum because it's taken it personally. And it just wants to be loved. That's all it wants. A 3-year-old, you're not going to banish into the corner because or say you shouldn't be reacting this way. Just love it." There was something else I wanted to say about that. We were talking about it in the water yesterday. Just bringing it up because that was big. That was big. It was because we have so many patterns, especially with our significant others. If we've been with them for a long time, we've got these patterns of saying something and it hits the other one. And when it doesn't hit, they have to listen to their own stuff coming out because it's all lies. It's all lies. Our mind lies. It's a liar. It does not tell the truth. But the spirit the quiet little voice, while he was ranting, I was sitting, watching, being aware of an arising of heat or "Good morning, Margie," or upset in this body, and there was none. I asked for clarity and it came. It was just, literally within minutes of getting off this call, within minutes of getting off, it brought it so beautifully. And laugh, oh my God. Well, I was talking about how Kevin makes me laugh, and Peter, they're so much alike. Their humor just makes me laugh like an idiot. Yesterday we were at the beach and I don't know what he was saying. He just comes up with things. His mind is programmed to come up with whacked out things that just crack me up. He is a very funny person, but he doesn't let very many people see it. Phoebe, I think Phoebe's seen some of it. She knows when her and I talk wisdom talk, he comes in with some clarity that's like, okay. He's very wise in a lot of ways, but he just doesn't love himself. That's the bottom line. And you know what? That I say it as if it's something wrong. It's part of what this journey is about. realize it coming back to the loving you, loving the little me. As you picture the person that your mind holds responsible for hurting me, as you send that person love, said love is living in you, because the mind is it's programmed, it's a pattern of thought of thinking of that person and what they did to me. I'm a victim of them, and that's where all the pain comes from. They apparently did something how long ago? But you're holding on to it. How many more times has your mind hurt you when they have only done it that one time? Or 2 times, or whatever. Whatever. Your mind is what's beating you up consistently when it thinks about that person. When that person, it's not that something will trigger that person, and then boom, the thoughts of what they did to me comes up, and that's your own thoughts are the ones that are beating you up, not them. It's not them. And what they seemingly did, is gone. It's past. It's over. And the only reason that you would hold on to it is because on some level, your mind believes it to be true. Whatever happened, on some level, your mind believes it. Because if somebody called you a pickle, that's what Tig used to say. If somebody called you a freaking pickle or an effing pickle, would you believe it? Would you carry it? Would you react to it? No, because you don't believe yourself as a pickle. But if somebody calls you a freaking idiot, if there's a reaction to that, whatever, if they called you whatever they called you, if there's a reaction to it, you know that's why it's a gift. Because you're getting to see what you're believing subconsciously. How else would you know that it's in there unless somebody hid it? How else would you know? That's why they're your gift. My brother-in-law was a gift. He's written pages of how horrible, 5 pages about how horrible I am through his eyes. And that just killed me. All of it. I actually took it to Texas where I went to visit we went line by line, and Howard's like, that's all his shit. Why are you? It really was all of his. But I carried that. He's another one that hurt me. And as we get older, all of those hurts weigh you down. They're in there, subconsciously running in patterns and thought. And when somebody else comes close to it, or even begins to come close to it, actually, because your mind is bringing this shit up all the time. Different things will trigger, and then the blame of that person. If you continue blaming somebody, there is zero growth. Zero growth. You cannot genuinely grow within if you blame somebody for how you're feeling. It's putting your heart in a cage, in bondage. I'm telling you, there is absolutely no one in Lori's life that she hates or that she feels victimizes her. That's the only reason I can talk about this, is because I felt a victim of a lot of people, including Peter. I felt a victim of my sister. And when I said to her, when I was in California, I'm not afraid of your ego anymore because I'm not afraid of mine. I'm not afraid of my ego anymore. I know that the spirit, that's what Hope was saying, as this spirit starts being you're coming from spirit more than the mind. You're able to see the mind's patterns of thoughts. You can't entertain. I can't entertain the victim story anymore. I mean, I can, and if I do, that's my temple bell to look inside. I thank them. I don't even have to thank them outwardly. It's just inwardly. Thank you. Thank you. Because this is what I need for my awakening. Good morning, Heidi. Thank you for being here this morning. This Sunday morning. We've got thunderstorms. I mean, the radar is just peppered with storms. But we haven't had one. It's all around us, but there was something else I wanted to say about last weekend. I love you too, girlfriend. I love all of you. And the thing is, each person that you hate, or who you are doesn't hate anyone or any situation. It doesn't hate who you really are. What you really are is love itself. So when something comes up against it and it's fighting, that's the little me, the conditioned little me. That's not you. And that's what I said to my sister when we're she's coming back with, I said, that's not who you are. It's almost like you've got a shield, a love shield. It's like I've got a love shield, and it's taken a lot. And I'm not saying it's done. We'll see. We're going up to Maine next Sunday. This will be coming from Maine. Oh, gosh, I don't even know if it will work. We don't have Wi-Fi on our land. We're going to be staying in a little camper, Travis's camper, on our land for the first time. We've owned it for 5 years, and this will be the first time we actually wake up on the land. Go to bed on the land and wake up on the land. So exciting. But, yeah, I don't know how next Sunday's going to be. If I have to, I will go to Taylor's and use his Wi-Fi. But I don't know if I'd really like to do it from our land. I don't know if there's enough cell service. We are up on the hill, so it's better than down at Taylor's by the water. But you know what? I know that there is great reception in the middle of that lake. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if I kayaked out there in the middle of the lake and did it from there? I know it's great reception in the middle of the lake. That would be cool. I'm going to turn this camera around. We were watching last night, we watched Michael. Because my friend Ingrid got it on the Apple thing, so we watched it in the theaters, but I wanted to see it again, and we watched it last night. And Peter's going to the bathroom. He's doing his. I wish you could see his moonwalk first. Hannah's seen that in his underwear, even. That's some image you probably don't want to have in your mind. But he does his moonwalk, and he does the leg thing, and if this man could let other people stop judging himself and let other people see the true him, I swear to God, he could be a comedian. He could be do stand up. We should do the TikTok thing. God, he could. I'm telling you, he is hilarious. After all these years, tomorrow is our 42nd wedding anniversary. 42 years. But we've been together 47, because it was 5 years before that, growing up. 47 years together. That doesn't even seem possible. 47 years. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, this is the first time I don't even know that we're down here for our anniversary. Normally we're up in Maine. On our 40th, the kids did a surprise. Well, as surprise as they could, because we were living there. Thank you, Heidi. I know, it is incredible, and we've been through some shit. I mean, the scam alone, I don't know why he stayed. I don't. You can tell this man loves me. And his capacity of love. It's not... Okay, ooh, this is a good one. Because you can't truly love somebody. You can say, I love you. But it's more through the ego. I need you. I can't imagine life without you. All of that. But it's not the love that we are. It's more of a need, an ego need. Yes, if Peter could see himself through my eyes. Oh, I know. It's true. And everybody else's eyes. Everybody loves him. But he doesn't accept it. And you know what? I can't judge that as wrong. Because I've been there. And somebody was saying, and he lives with you. And he still doesn't. But we have our patterns of criticizing, which is coming to an end. On this end, anyway. Because I'm calling for it. If you are in a pattern and you see that that's a pattern and it feels uncomfortable in your body, ask for clarity. Show me. I want to see what, and it will bring, literally last week it brought it. As soon as I got off this talk, I asked, with all you guys seeing, that I asked, and then boom, soon as I got off this and went inside, oh, there it was. And it was a beautiful, oh my God, the gratitude for life itself, for the fact that I can come into this life seemingly and believing that I'm this person who's not good enough, that something's wrong with me, and people pleasing and having to try to prove my worth, to realizing that we don't have to prove anything. What a beautiful journey. What an amazing journey this is. To actually, and to get to experience all of this. Breathing, seeing palm trees and water and lightning and thunder and everything that we see. It's miraculous. When that seeming sperm and egg got together, that made you, made that being that's seemingly gone through a trajectory, a timeline of birth and death. And we come to realize that that's the dream. It's a beautiful, merrily, life is but a dream. Literally a dream. How are you seeing your dream? How am I seeing this dream? I can't. There's no words, obviously. when I think about the people that has been attracted here, all of you, every single person that has been in Lori's life, that I get to love. Aww, Heidi, I am you. I am you talking to you. I am every one of you talking to you. You've just forgotten, that's all. We all just forgot. And this is just a little reminder to come back to the love, the amazing love that you are. That the word's not coming. The gratitude and love feel the same in the body. And when we're stuck in a pattern of thought of what he did, what she did, or what life did to me, when we're in the victim mentality, we know that's ego. If you guys, I think I'm going to share Hope's, her and my talk that we did last Monday. It was so good to hear. It's just, we're literally walking each other home. And you either push someone away or fight when they come at you, or you just surrender and say, thank you. Take that breath. Thank you. I didn't even say thank you to Peter during that rant when he was projecting all of that venom. I just sat, and there was no resistance within. Whatever you're resisting in life, whatever I'm resisting in life, I know I'm coming from the thoughts, which are not true. They are fighting life instead of loving life and remembering, oh, right, this is for me, not to me. And it's coming through. It's you. I am the projector of all of this. I'm projecting it all, so I get the benefit of loving it all and saying thank you. Thank you. Phoebe, right now, is in a position where nobody saw this coming. She's going to lose 3 fingers on her left hand, but this is her left hand. Her body went through something. She's been in the hospital now since the end of May. And 3 fingers are literally dead tissue. It's going to fall off. She's still got a hand. She's still got her right hand. I can see her doing everything she always did with that hand. I can see it. Because it's just the middle. It's not even the whole fingers. It's just the tips. The tips are going to come off. And you know what? She's not a victim. We start wanting to say, oh, poor Phoebe, I'm praying for her. I'm realizing now that pray for her understanding. Because when you hear of something tragic, seemingly tragic, happening to somebody, feel what it feels terrible in your body. Because your mind is like, please don't let that happen to me. Like the scam, the $30,000 scam. Before, I would have been like, oh my God, please don't let that happen to me. And you know what? It seemingly did. And guess what? It was the best thing that happened. That is the most growth. I wouldn't be talking like this if I didn't go through that. If I didn't face all sitting here with that shame, that guilt, that blaming myself. I did not blame anybody else. Because I knew I wasn't a victim. I was not a victim. I held on to that in my mind. A pattern of thought is I'm a victim. But nope. it was just shame of how stupid could I be when everybody tried to tell me. But I had to go through it in order to be able to sit here and share this with you guys, is because of what I've gone through. I mean, I remember Dr. Dyer getting up and talking and I thought, God, how does he do that without any script, without any, I literally don't know what I'm going to say before I can see thoughts still. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Last week, I still didn't. Stuff still came out and people said it was great, but that's what the feedback was, that it was great. And I'm like, I didn't say anything. The mind is like, no, it wasn't. Not like this is. God, the clarity comes with not believing you're a victim of life and feeling all of that shame and guilt and whatever it conjures up, because we don't want to feel it. We push it away and we distract ourselves with the phone or the TV. And if that's happening, that's okay. If you find yourself watching TV or be on your phone scrolling mindless, can that be okay? Somebody I know is beating herself up for doing that. And just love it. Just love that little one who doesn't want to feel right now. Just love her for actually hearing this message, which is the beginning of, you're open. As long as you're open, the scrolling might come to an end, might not. But just love the one who's... Shannon, thank you for being here, girlfriend. Yeah, as those thoughts come up of I shouldn't be doing this, look at what I'm doing, and getting angry, love her, him. That's just that little 3-year-old thinking it can do it wrong. You can't. Can you imagine not being able to do life wrong? Ever. You're not. You're not doing it wrong. Actually, Zach, my girlfriend Nicole from Maine, we were very close. And we still are. And I was with her all the time when I was in Maine. We hiked all the time. And her son was 15 when we met. And he was troubled, so troubled. Oh my God, into drugs, he fell into the gangs, because that's where he felt like he wasn't judged. He was, because he was already judging himself. So I wanted to meet this kid in the worst way, because I knew if I could say something. And you know what? I ended up, it was organic. It wasn't forced. You can't force. If you're meant to be in someone's life, you're going to be. If not, that's okay too. They're going to find another way, because that's what the spirit, or who you really are, it wants to wake up to life, to the reality of life. It doesn't want to go through it in pain of its own. And it knows that it's its own making. The pain is of its own making. So he said to me this week that when he came to visit in 2021, I think that was during the scam, was it? Or 22, I think it might have been 22. He said that I said some things to him, and the biggest one was, I can't do it wrong. Or you can't do it wrong. He said, we were out on this lanai, and I said, you can't do it wrong. And he said it stuck with him. And he's got his own company now. He literally he didn't finish high school at school. He hated school. He was into drugs. He got what we called sent up. He went to a place for juveniles that can't. He's a great kid, but he just was lost and believing his thoughts. And he's just got his own business now, doing very well. he says, he actually said, and I can't take credit at all. We were put together. Life did it. If I take credit, it felt good that he said that or whatever, but if I hold on to that, then I hold on to where somebody says I did something to them. That's the duality. That's the good and evil. There is neither. It's just what is. There is no good. There is no evil. That's just our mind that judges. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh, that's wrong. You don't know. You can't know what anything is happening for. You cannot. I cannot know that Trump is not the best thing for this country. There's so much hatred about that man. Life put him there. Life, God, whatever's beating this heart and making his hands do this. And the words come out. It doesn't make a mistake. There is a reason he's there. And I think it goes pretty deep. I don't know. Ooh. 9 more minutes to 10. Whoa, 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 whoa. There was something I wanted to say in the beginning about Peter's and my last Sunday. It was right there. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. It was something about us. You see my eyes scanning, looking for something. It was a beautiful unfolding anyway. And if there's more patterns of reacting thoughts, good morning, Rita. Thanks for being here. Sweetheart. Oh, that's you. That beautiful smile. There's that red-winged blackbird. You hear it, Phoebe? It seemed close, but I've yet to see one. I hear the thunder too. We're gonna be in and out of storms all day. I see blue sky ahead of me, and over there it's not. Crazy. Florida weather is the most crazy weather ever. I mean, like this morning, Peter was showing me out our, I don't know if you call it the back door, because I don't know which door. I don't know. They're both one side. It was pouring rain. You could see it. And over here, there was nothing. What? So cool. And we saw some cool things on the way yesterday. Great insights. Thanks for the chat and sharing your authentic self. Aw, thank you, Shannon. Thank you for being here and entertaining this. Yeah. I think that's it. It's going to come to me after we get off this, what I wanted to say. It was something about Peter's being it was something about his anger and how it was Hope's and our message that we did together. That Zoom that we did was talking about relationships and how we're not in charge of. So that was more when I got to bed that night. He went into some more, and I said, right here, right now, I'm here. I'm laying next to you in bed, loving you. Can you accept it? Let it go. If it's meant to be, it'll come back when it's time. Exactly. I have to let it go. Because the more, have you noticed, the more you try to remember something, the more it evades you. But if you let go and forget about it, let go, let God, then it comes. But my mind wants it to come before 10 o'clock. 5 minutes. I gotta love her. I appreciate everyone on Sunday Soul Talks. Aww. Cynthia. I appreciate all of you. Cynthia, you've been with me since day one. Phoebe too. Since day one. Without fail. Right? Shannon, right? Just love her. All your little hers. I know it's just women here right now. But the little me inside, just love it. Love it. No matter what, even if it's throwing a temper tantrum. If you do this from the lake next door, drop it fine. No, Marty, that's exactly what I thought about. Because the last time I was in a kayak up in the redwood forest, my whole kayak flipped upside down. But I had my phone in this thing. It wasn't completely tight, but enough that it was okay. It was muffled. The voice thing was muffled for a day, but the next day it was fine. So, yeah. I know. But it's not rough. If it's rough water, in the morning it's usually not rough. Like Taylor sent a Snapchat from down there this morning. It was just as still, but that was 7 o'clock. 9 o'clock, who knows? Yeah, I know. Dropping my phone, that's my thing. When I get up to Round Lake, every time I look at that view, I think about my brand new phone at the bottom of that lake. That pattern. Anyway. All right. Thank you again, guys, for another beautiful Sunday. I appreciate every single one of you. Whoever drops by and stays till the end. I love everybody, whether you stay or not. It's true. Somebody said, because I was talking about somebody, and I said, oh my God, I love them. Is there anybody you don't love? I know, right? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you next Sunday from Maine.